No Cap-tivity. Freezy, freezy, freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. Let me hear you say it. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your boy Freezy, please hit the like and subscribe button hard right now, and also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy. This is a big one, y'all. Tory Lanez found guilty on all 3 damn charges. If you thought it was real before, you can best believe it just got realer.
This one here for the thug.
As we all know, Tory Lanez and Meghan Thee Stallion has been in court the last few days, going to trial about the alleged shooting that Tory Lanez was accused of.
No Cap-tivity.
In a little bit, we're going to be discussing what all 3 charges were and how significant they are pertaining to his sentencing that he'll be given. I'm pretty sure this case has had everyone all over the place. Just like you, I ain't know what to believe at times. First Meghan said this, then Meghan said that, but I will say this. Just a few days ago, it seemed like it was looking good for Tory, with different lawyers on YouTube giving their take in the situation. And also, a lot of stories had changed from prior events to present day trial.
No Cap-tivity.
I mean, it was looking good. Even certain blog sites and YouTube content creators were spreading rumors that he was going to be found not guilty on most of his charges. I don't know what the hell went wrong. But enough of the small talk. Let's head on over to the No Cap room so we can dissect this whole thing a little further. Shout out to the Los Angeles Times with their report titled Tory Lanez Guilty in Shooting of Meghan Thee Stallion. Daystar Peterson, a Canadian rapper who performs as Tory Lanez, was convicted Friday of assault and weapons offenses for shooting rap star Meghan Thee Stallion after an alcohol-fueled party in 2020. Get this. Peterson faces more than 20 years in prison for the shots jurors concluded he fired at the feet of Stallion, whose real name is Meghan Pete, in a fit of rage. Yeah, we getting everybody government names these days. The jury reached this decision on its first full day of deliberations following a 2-week trial. Pete, aka Meghan Thee Stallion, took the stand last week, testifying that Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, shot her after the pair left a party at the Hollywood Hills home of Kylie Jenner, a member of the Kardashian clan, and began fighting. The altercation began, she said, as she, Peterson, and her friend Kelsey Harris were being driven in Peterson's SUV, and he revealed to Harris that the 2 rappers had become romantically involved. Harris had previously been involved with Peterson and became angry, Pete said. Pete told jurors that she eventually demanded to be let out of the vehicle on Nicholas Canyon Road. As she walked away, she claimed Peterson shouted, "Dance, bitch," before firing a volley of gunshots at her. Although no witnesses said they heard Peterson yell, Pete was struck several times in the feet and had to undergo surgery to remove bullet fragments. There were 4 people in the SUV when the gunfire erupted. Pete, Harris, Peterson, and his bodyguard, Jaquan Smith. Smith did not testify, leaving Harris as the witness, who had the best view of the incident. But prosecutors have heard 2 wildly different stories from Harris, Pete's one-time confidant who fell out with the hitmaker after the shooting. In court last week, Harris refused to testify until she was granted immunity by prosecutors. On the stand, she deflected questions and asked to invoke her 5th Amendment right against self-incrimination. Often chalking up her fuzzy memory to a heavy night of drinking at Jenner's party, Harris wouldn't say who shot Pete or answer questions about claims that Peterson offered both women $1 million not to report the incident to police, even though she had sent a text message the night of the altercation that read, "Tory shot Meg."
This one here for the thug.
The day after Harris left the stand, Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge David Hereford allowed prosecutors to play the entirety of a recorded interview Harris gave to them in September. On the tape, she clearly identifies Peterson as the gunman and gives a play-by-play account of the shooting, telling the story with minimal prompting from prosecutors. I'm glad I'm reading this to y'all so y'all won't think Freezy just talking.
That's all you do.
No,
You rap.
not this time. Kelsey goes on to say, you start hearing gunshots. I look up maybe at the second or third gunshot. You see Tory. He's leaning over. The door's open, Harris said on the tape. He's shooting over the top of the door, the right front passenger side. Lord have mercy. As the verdict was read, Peterson, dressed in a white turtleneck and a powder pink suit. Damn, my boy was clean. Sat slumped in his chair with his chin jutting upward, expressionless. After Hereford set sentencing for January 27th and ended the court proceedings, Peterson's supporters sat silent and solemn in the courtroom. The silence broke when Peterson's father stood from his seat directly behind his son and yelled, "This wicked system!" He pointed toward prosecutors, yelling, "You are wicked! You know exactly what you did!" Sheriff deputies escorted Peterson's father and stepmother from the courtroom as they both called out, "Wickedness!" I do have footage of Peterson's father outside of the courtroom expressing himself deeply about the outcome of his son's trial while implementing other big industry names as he was speaking. But y'all lay around for that. We gonna get to it. Peterson's young child stood nearby, visibly shaking by the uproar. Damn. Deputies placed Peterson in handcuffs and led him away.
This one here for the thug.
Damn. Peterson has repeatedly denied all wrongdoing and pleaded innocent to charges of assault, illegal weapons possession, and negligent discharge of a firearm. Those were the 3 charges that he was given, y'all. But before we get up out of here, I did want to add this. In court, Peterson's lead defense counsel, George McDesson, has tried to paint Harris as the shooter, arguing that she snapped after learning her best friend was seeing Peterson. Y'all check this out. A forensic analysis of the gun did not uncover Peterson's DNA. That's right, did not uncover Tory Lanez's DNA on the magazine. All tests on the firearm were inconclusive.
No Cap-tivity.
And last but not least, an LAPD criminalist testified that there were as many as 4 people's DNA on both the weapon and the magazine. But they could not prove that Peterson had touched the gun. Both Harris and Peterson tested positive for gunshot residue. But this can occur from proximity to a fired gun. As promised, here's the speech that Tory Lanez's father gave outside of the courthouse after the verdict was handed down to his son.
It's not over. God does not lose. Jay-Z, let me speak to you. Rock Nation. Yes. Because my son refused to sign a Rock Nation deal with you.
Yes.
And Desiree Perez, you wicked witch, you snitch.
Yes.
All of you, trust me. I have intercessors, prayer warriors around the world, and they will not stop until you are cut off.
Yes.
No, we don't shoot you with guns, but we know exactly how to bring you down in the spirit.
They all have children.
Enough
They all
said.
have children.
It's all done. Let's go.
It seemed like his father might be a preacher or something, I don't know. But he tended to have some strong words for Rock Nation and Jay-Z. Jay-Z, I don't know what the hell you did, you and the Illuminati and them over there, but you are not Tory Lanez's favorite person right now. But we gonna stay tuned to see if there's some additional news that comes out of that situation. Nah, I mean?
No Cap-tivity.
But I think we've covered enough to head back home, y'all, so let's get the hell up out of here. So what y'all think? To me, it seems like Kelsey Harris's interview with the police at the beginning of this whole incident was a powerful piece of evidence that they played in court. But it's kind of strange how she made sure she had immunity before she even took the stand. Right, y'all? Am I the only one? It's just so much going on with this trial. Maybe she asked for immunity because she know she was upset when she found out that Tory Lanez and Meghan Thee Stallion was intimately involved. Maybe that could have incriminated her on how she would have had to testify how she reacted to the news. I'm pretty sure she was very upset and might have even got a little violent. You know what I'm saying?
This one here for the thug.
But as far as the whole trial goes, I don't think it helped Tory Lanez much that he didn't take the stand not once at all. What do you guys think? That's just my opinion. But as we already know, Tory Lanez got found guilty on all 3 charges. And this man could be facing 20 to 22 years in prison. Coming from a life like this, how would you guys feel if you came from a life like this in front of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans? The whole world is your oyster. #1 charting artist and had risen to an immense level of fame and glory. Only one can imagine. Only to face the pressure of his potentially devastating sentencing that will be handed to him sooner than later. So I'ma end it with this, y'all. I don't know if Tory Lanez did it or not because it's so many mysterious events in this whole debacle. It's just hard to tell. But one thing we know for sure, Tory Lanez got found guilty on all 3 charges.
No captivity.
But we're gonna go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Y'all know what to do. If you have any stories or events that you want Freezy to cover, please send them to freezy76@gmail.com. And also like, share, and subscribe to my channel. No Captivity with Freezy.
No captivity.
You dig? And like I always say, to free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we out of here.
No captivity.